All right, guys, let's get right into the entertainment news that we have for you today. First up, Cynthia Morgan apologizes to Jude Okoye and her former manager. Now, we guess or hope the long social media battle between dancehall star Cynthia Morgan, her former record label boss Jude Okoye, and her former manager Joy Tongo is close to being over, as Cynthia Morgan has now apologized. In an official statement released via her Instagram page, Cynthia Morgan stated that she was wrong, just like other parties involved, and she is sorry for allowing her emotions get the best of her. She wrote, and I quote, "I, Cynthia Morgan, would like to use this platform to appreciate all the love, well wishes, and support from everyone showing love to me, my health, and my well-being. A huge appreciation to Upfront with Sandra, whose platform my story was told. Appreciation goes out to Davido for reaching out and other brands who reached out. A lot has happened in the past. I erred, other parties involved had their fair share of blame, but we all make mistakes. I was younger and new in the industry, and in retrospect, some things could have been done differently instead of left unresolved. However, in telling my story, I have not lied, but only shared my story as it happened from my own point of view." She went on to appreciate everyone for clamoring for her return and enjoined fans to be patient with her on the new journey she is about to embark on. Now, she concluded by adding, "My heartfelt appreciation once again goes to Jude and Joy. It is the pain speaking, not Cynthia. Thanks for giving me the platform to grow the Cynthia Morgan brand." Okay, so let's get right into this.
I saw this yesterday.
I'm sure, like, we've been talking about this the entire week. It trended over the weekend and then spilled over into this week.
Yes.
And it's been crazy.
Yes, and it is what we still have to talk about.
It is what we still have to talk about. So, yeah, I want to hear your thoughts because I don't think I've heard you talk about this.
Okay, so the first thing that came to mind after reading this letter is that we shouldn't be so quick to speak. There are times that wisdom, in fact, every time, wisdom is needed. We should think first before we say anything. All right, so Jude came out, Joy came out, they said their own part. Jude even went as far as posting the contract, and people seeing everything. And, so some people started saying that, some things are actually lies and all that. Well, as we can always, or we've always known that there is no how. It's only God that knows what the truth is.
There are three
but then
sides
we
to
can,
the story.
yes, but we can always just take pieces right there from, evidences that they show us, just as they do at courts.
Social media courts.
But having said that, I like the fact that she wrote that letter. But in that letter still, I'm saying, is it shade? Like I can smell, I can perceive shade, I can perceive, I'm too hasty to say anything. I can perceive so many things, like mixed. So I am wondering, who advised her? Okay, why didn't she put that out first or make that our statement when she was being interviewed? And then a certain bank even came out afterwards to say that, we listened to your story and we believe you. And I find that most irresponsible for a corporate. Yeah, I know. So banks, all these brands actually have different things that, they support and they use as, when they're doing their advertisement and all that. But I find that particularly bad. Yeah. So, I mean, the whole thing is just messy, and it boils down to what we've always been talking about on this show. We can never exhaust, because see, there are people who are hungry. There are artists up and coming out. Everybody wants to sing. There are times they even give me songs that are not good. I don't even know how to tell them that the songs, I'm blunt like that.
Very tough, yeah.
But the reason I don't say that to them, because I've heard people say, this person said I couldn't do music, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. That will be in the long run. They will now put all the blames on you.
You'll be a part of their story.
So you just leave them to it. So, I mean, so many things. People don't reach contracts, and then people would come from the side that, so for somebody who has been very hungry for a long time, and then that person now says contracts, like the person does not even have money to pay a lawyer to help him understand the contracts very well. Like, it will always, occur or reoccur. But people should learn from other people's experiences. I think as human beings generally, we don't just ever learn from people's experiences. When they have given you a house, they have given you a car and all that. And a contract is a contract. It is binding. Whether you are big or you become big in the process, why don't you just calm down and finish your contracts. Let it be over before you do any other thing. If you're supposed to record 2 albums for them, be sure to record the 2 albums, because I say again that as human beings, as we grow and then we begin to know our worth, and people are telling you or whispering into your ears that, oh, you are good, or you shouldn't even be collecting this, then you now start wanting, you at that point you're growing wings, and then you start misbehaving. I mean, there are so many things to be said about this. I'm so sorry if the rant is so long, like,
because I'm like,
I'm looking forward to actually let this out. So
I made the mistake of asking money for what I attached, because we haven't seen all week. So I'm just like, but anyway, I definitely agree a lot with what you've said as well. On the bank one, you know how Nigeria is, that that eagerness to want to hop on a trend and
you don't
trend. It's very, very, yeah, I think honestly you need to do better.
Bank?
Yeah, for a bank, a corporate you need to do better. But we'll move that aside. With the apologies, so apologies are nice. Apologies are a great thing, because they're very easy to give. I mean, you would have done whatever you've done, and then it's easy to just say sorry.
Oh, are you really sorry?
So that's the thing. So we need to be careful, because after a while, apologies just sound like something that you just say because that's what you're supposed to say. But the question then goes back to, okay, why didn't you at first just come out with this story that, look, my story is that we are all to blame, as opposed to how it came across, which is that it was just Jude, and then later it was just Joy to blame.
And even some people are beginning to apologize to Jude and Joy for talking hastily at sense.
So it's just a bit dicey, it's a bit messy, and I just wish that, because things like this, people will now be wondering, you should have just stayed quiet and let's keep wondering where you were. But you came out, you caused so much while you're still coming back to apologize for something that could have been avoided. So while I don't dispute the fact that she probably had good points, Jude probably had good points, Joy probably had good points, I feel that maybe the way that she should have put her point across could have been better, and saying straight from the onset, we're all to blame. This is my story, but they also did this, they also did that. I feel like it should have been, it's just become really, really messy, and I just hope that Jude can forgive.
I hope so.
And I hope Davido is still keen to work with her.
I really do hope so. In fact, there is another gist on that
one. Because people now started dragging her.
Yeah, in fact, people started dragging Davido and saying that the manner at which Davido said what he said. Yeah. But people now said that, see, things happened before between Cynthia Morgan and Davido. So you can't just say that you should call. So you can actually put something out and say that, see, if you're interested, you can call me and let's do something together.
And now people are dragging her that, like, she started trending for saying her story, then later started trending for, you know, people saying that she lied. And they're like, okay, what if, somebody now asked, okay, what if you guys now discover that she did not lie, that is actually Jude? They now say, we have enough rope, we'll drag Jude again. Like, Twitter is a madhouse, I'm done.
Mad,
man,
I tell you.